Okay, this morning the SGX Nifty is indicating that it'll be a good start, but we'll take it from there. The market has had 6 days of a good run on the upside, so let's see if we can build on to our gains. For now, a lot of stocks to talk about. Kotak Mahindra Bank could top the charts this morning. Vivek is here to tell us why. Vivek, over to you.
Well, good morning. It's going to be the stock of the day. So Kotak Mahindra Bank yesterday updated its latest shareholding pattern to the exchanges, and as per the latest shareholding pattern, the FPI holding now stands at 41, around 41%, 41.22% to be precise, because of which the foreign headroom now available stands at 25.05%, which is above the prescribed or required 25% mark. So FPI holding in the stock has actually gone down a little over 1% on a sequential basis. Now, what does this imply? This implies that, as per IIFL, this implies that the stock could actually see a weight increase as far as the MSCI May 2023 review is concerned, and could lead to potential inflows of close to $750 million in the May 2023 index rebalancing, and this is expected to be done over a single tranche. Just for some context, in November 2020, the stock was added to the MSCI index with a factor of 0.5%. So that factor is expected to double, which is why these particular inflows are expected into this particular stock in the May 2023 review.
Vivek, thank you very much for that. Let's get our daily dose of pharma. Ekta joins in with news on Glenmark, Glenmark Life and Shilpa Medicare. Ekta.
Thanks for that. Well, I'll start with Glenmark Life and Glenmark. I expect both those stocks to probably be in the green today. There is a Mint report indicating that Glenmark Pharma is considering selling majority stake in its API arm, Glenmark Life. The company is considering to do so to pay down debt. Remember, debt was over 4,000 crores as of December 2022, which is the gross debt figure for Glenmark. The company, according to the Mint report, is asking for an IPO price for the stake sale. Remember, the listing price was 720 rupees, so Glenmark Life has corrected quite significantly since then. Glenmark overall owns 82% in Glenmark Life, so they need to anyway reduce their holding to 75% by August 2024, which is within 3 years of listing. So we could probably expect them to shed 7% stake at least over the next 12 to 15 months to meet these listing guidelines. We did reach out to the management. As of now, we've not verified the report independently. Separately, Shilpa Medicare, they have received a final US FDA nod for a drug which treats active psoriatic arthritis, and the product is going to be executed from a contract manufacturing site. The size of the drug is huge, it's $3.5 billion. So we need to see what will eventually filter down for Shilpa Medicare, but nonetheless, positive news for Shilpa.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Ekta. Well, Bank of Baroda, they came out with an operational update. Abhishek, we haven't seen that too often, but how was it?
It's for the first time that they have reported an operational performance, Nigel. So to begin with, Bank of Baroda, amazing business momentum does continue even in Q4 like it did in Q3. So deposit growth was around 15% YOY and 4.7% sequentially, in which the domestic deposit grew by 13% YOY and 4.3% quarter on quarter. So international also the business momentum have remained robust both in terms of deposits and advances. The domestic CASA ratio has improved sequentially. Loan growth pretty strong at 19% YOY and 5.5% quarter on quarter, in which the domestic loan growth is close to 17% YOY and about 5.2% quarter on quarter. In the domestic portfolio, the retail momentum has been strong. That is the retail loan growth, which is close to 27% YOY and about 6.8% quarter on quarter. So strong business performance coming in from Bank of Baroda. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. In fact, a year ago, Bank of Baroda was around sub 100 rupees, now at about 166 rupees. So it's put on some weight, but let's see how it goes from here. The last 3 months have been a bit under pressure, down about 10%. But order wins coming in thick and fast for names like Kalpataru Power and IRB Infra. So let's go across again to Vivek to find out more. Vivek, over to you.
Well, that's right. So Kalpataru Power, the business momentum both in the month of March as well as April of 2023 so far has been quite strong. The company has received total orders of a little over 3,070 crore. And, some of the top orders that the company has got. Now, one civil work for a data center business, a little over 1,200 crores. EPC order in the railway business of around 750 crore. And another water supply project of over 700 crores. Now, also remember, the company has said that it is planning to change its name to Kalpataru Kalpataru Projects International Limited, of course subject to regulatory approvals. IRB Twins, both IRB Infra as well as IRB Invit have released their operational toll collection update to the exchanges yesterday. So March toll collections for IRB Infra is up almost 20.6% and IRB Infra, the toll revenue is up almost 90%. Expect all of these stocks to at least open in the green in today's session.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Not done just yet. Sonal is here with more stocks which are in the news today.
Good morning, Reema. Let me start with Neogen Chemicals. The CNBC-TV18 news break is confirmed because the company has signed an agreement with MU Ionic Solutions Corporate Japan, and it will be to acquire manufacturing technology license for electrolytes, and that is what the company will be manufacturing. They will be getting proprietary and confidential manufacturing technology for this. The capacity that they are going to put up for electrolytes is 30,000 metric tons per annum, and commercial production date is expected to be in 2025. Vedanta also in focus because Supreme Court has allowed to open Sterlite copper plant for upkeep. Also, they have a board meet on 13th April to consider the proposal for issuance of non-convertible debentures on private placement basis.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, Sonal. Well, Reema, we just got an update coming in from L&T Tech, and it's not a good reading.
No. So basically, the U.S. Department of Justice, in a way, has fined L&T Technology. They've said that L&T Technology acquired the cheaper B1 visas rather than the more expensive H1B visas. So if you go on the B1 visa, you're not supposed to work, right? You have to take the H1B visas. And this happened over a period of 2014 to 2019. So, now the U.S. Department of Justice has fined L&T Technology, and L&T Technology has agreed. So they are settling this claim, and they will be paying close to about $10 million or about 82 crore rupees. Now this, according to the PAT estimates of FY23, turns out to be about 7 to 8%. So it's not insignificant.
Right.
Now the question is whether they write off the amount in one go or they stagger it over the next couple of quarters. We'll still await comments from the company to understand the impact of this. But it's not good news, right, when you're pulled up by the US Department of Justice for visa allegations.
Okay, so going with red over there on L&T Tech. Thanks, Reema, for that. In case you missed out on any of the stocks, here is the list. A quick recap. Stocks with positive news flow: Kotak Mahindra Bank, Bank of Baroda, Kalpataru Power, IRB Infra, Glenmark Pharma, Glenmark Life, Shilpa Medicare, Neogen Chemicals and Vedanta. Well, the only stock with negative news flow on our radar is L&T Tech, and you know why Reema was just highlighting that. But let's also get a quick handle on what's happening in the world of commodities. Oil has settled lower because there are rate hike worries, of course, but that's balanced tighter supplies in the oil market. Manisha Gupta is joining in to give us a quick update on all of that took place overnight. Manisha, hi, morning.
Morning, Sonia. Thank you for that. Well, apart from what you said, it also is the strength in US dollar index, which is weighing on to many of these commodities. But for the crude oil prices, after 7% of gains in the previous week, it is all going to be about the OPEC and the EIA monthly reports that come in for this week, and the further direction would come in from that. In the metal space, there is a bigger worry, really, because we have seen all the metals decline in the last 24 hours. The Chinese data isn't so strong, and we're looking at weak demand coming in from there. So you have copper now trading at a 3-week lows. The US dollar, as I said, off its recent lows also seems to be putting pressure. And this is even as we are looking at lower inventories and lower production from both Chile and Peru. Not just copper, zinc is trading near 5-month lows. You have iron ore prices extending decline now, and that's trading at a 3-month lows. The latest My Steel data says that even as the production of steel bar and rods has declined by 1% in the previous month, but the consumption itself has declined by a big 7%, and that's weighing on iron ore and the steel prices today this morning.
Manisha, thank you very much for that. Need to slip into a very short break. On the other side, we'll talk more stocks. Prakash Diwan will join in for some fundamental stock analysis. Later, we'll also connect with Rohan Verma of Map My India to talk about the launch of their gadgets. So this is a map company which is now getting into gadgets for cars and two-wheelers. And we'll also get in and discuss a bit about their FY24 outlook. So stay tuned for that discussion.